30-Something was a TV drama which aired on ABC from September 29, 1987 to May 28, 1991. The focus of the show was on a group of baby boomer friends in their 30s living in Philadelphia while they navigate their angst-ridden lives during the 1980s. It had an ensemble cast that starred Olan, Mel Harris, Timothy Busfield, Patricia Wedig, Polly Draper, Melanie Meron, and Peter Horton. But what happened to the cast members after the show ended? Olan played Michael Stedman, a husband and father whose original ambition was to be a writer, but instead he works in advertising with graphic designer and friend Elliot Weston. After the show was canceled, Olan showed up on a variety of TV movies, including one with his real-life wife, Patricia Wedig, called Nothing But the Truth. He then landed a leading role in 1996 in the short-lived crime series Easy Streets. From 1998 to 1999, he played a doctor in the medical drama called LA Doctors. He also has appeared in a couple movies since 30-Something ended, including Queen's Logic and Till There Was You. Over the last 20 years, Ken has also had recurring roles in Alias, Brothers and Sisters, and Zoo. He later began working as a television director and producer, with credits on Alias, Brothers and Sisters, and This Is Us. Ken is still married to his 30-something co-star Patricia Wedig, and they have a son and a daughter who are grown and working in Hollywood now too. Mel Harris played Hope Stedman, Michael's wife and a graduate of Princeton, who becomes a stay-at-home mom and initially gives up her writing career. Later, she returns to work, but struggles with her role as a mother in the process. After the series ended, she starred in The Burden of Proof, Grassroots, and the comedy Something So Right. She was also in the television shows Touched by an Angel, Jag, Criminal Minds, Law & Order SVU, and The West Wing. Her movie roles include Raising Cain, Suture, Hangman's Curse, and The Pagemaster. Her more recent roles have been on the Hulu series Shut Eye and Bravo's Imposters. In addition to her acting in the last few years, she has focused on writing with her husband, Bob Brush. Timothy Busfield played Elliot Weston, who is married to Nancy and is friends and partners with Michael. During the show's run, Elliot struggles with staying faithful to his wife, and then later deals with his wife's cancer diagnosis. When the program was canceled in 1991, he went on to produce, direct, and act. He has been a series regular or recurring character in Entourage, Sleepy Hollow, Secrets and Lies, and The Birds of Paradise. He also guest starred on several more programs, some notable ones like The West Wing, and others less than memorable, like Studio 60 on the Sunset Strip. He has appeared in television movies and films, and has directed episodes of the TV shows This Is Us, The Fosters, and Lipstick Jungle. He also founded two of America's most successful professional theaters, the Fantasy Theater and the B Street Theater, located in Sacramento. He is now 66 years old and lives with his third wife, Little House on the Prairie actress Melissa Gilbert. Patricia Wedig played Nancy, Elliot's wife. Like her husband, she was also an art major, but after having children, she became a stay-at-home mom too. Just like her friend Hope, she initially feels bored and unhappy in her role, but eventually develops a career as a children's book illustrator and author, and she also begins teaching at a local art center. When the show ended, she had a memorable role as Billy Crystal's wife in City Slickers and City Slickers 2. She has since mostly appeared in roles on television, ranging from Alias to playing the vice president on Prison Break. She had another major role as Holly Harper, the family friend and secret mistress on the show Brothers and Sisters. She is married to her 30-something co-star Ken Olan, and in January of 2020, ABC ordered a sequel to 30-something, with 4 of the original stars set to return, including Ken Olan, Mel Harris, Patricia Wedig, and Timothy Busfield. But ultimately, the network decided not to move forward with the project. Polly Draper played Ellen Warren, who was Hope's childhood friend. Her character is an important local politician who works at City Hall. Since the series ended, she has guest starred in a diverse range of shows, including The Good Wife, Billions, and Hacks. She has also started writing and directing, creating Nickelodeon's musical comedy series The Naked Brothers Band, which starred her two sons, Nat and Alex Wolff, and the film Stella's Last Weekend, among others. Melanie Meron played Melissa Stedman, who was Michael's cousin and Gary Shepard's former girlfriend. After the program was canceled, she has continued to take on guest starring roles in television, and most notably had a recurring role on Jane the Virgin as Marlene Donaldson, Jane's college advisor. She is yet another member of the 30-something cast to build an active life behind the camera. She's directed episodes of shows, ranging from the reboot of Dynasty in 2018 to multiple episodes of Pretty Little Liars during its run, and most recently, an episode of the Netflix original series Glow. Peter Horton played Gary Shepard, who first met Michael when they were in the same freshman dorm at the University of Pennsylvania. He is the free-spirited, womanizing college professor, and also Melissa's ex-boyfriend. After the show ended, he continued to act in guest starring roles, and also appeared more regularly on the short-lived Brimstone and the Gina Davis Show. But after delving into television directing on 30-something, his interests have mainly been behind the camera too. He's directed numerous episodes, including the pilot episode of Grey's Anatomy, on which he also served as an executive producer. He has also directed multiple episodes of New Amsterdam, another series he executive produced. Horton has been married to his wife Nicole since 1995, and the couple have 2 children. David Clennon plays Miles, who is Michael and Elliot's corrupt boss. He is a Vietnam veteran who was once a photographer passionate about art, but eventually sold out. When the program ended, he continued acting by reprising the role nearly a decade later on Once and Again, marking the rare appearance of the same character on 2 series that are not spin-offs. He was a regular on the series The Agency, playing the computer and forgery expert Joshua Nankin. In addition to many guest starring roles, he's played recurring characters on The Ghost Whisperer, Weeds, House of Cards, Code Black, and more. Let me know in the comments if I missed anything, and maybe even consider supporting the channel over on Patreon. If you enjoyed this video, consider watching this playlist. While you're at it, hit subscribe and share Recollection Road Entertainment with someone you know. As always, thank you so much for watching.